With the NFL season underway, the NBA is set to tip off on October 24th. One of sports' most influential figures is stepping out from behind the scenes to share his story. Rich Paul is the founder and CEO of Clutch Sports Group, the agency that represents superstars like Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts and the NBA's all-time leading scorer LeBron James, who Paul has known for 2 decades. And Rich Paul joins us now. He's the author of the new book titled Lucky Me, a memoir of changing the odds. It's so great to meet you. I've followed your career so closely. We're just going back 20 years to your beginning in the business. But the book, of course, goes back even farther than that to show how you got to where you are, the things you learned growing up on the streets of Cleveland. So let's go back to that time, the influence of the way you grew up. Your mother not being there, your father being there for you and kind of steering you. What were the early years like? What did you learn from those days that we can see today in the business you run?
The early years were, I would imagine, like most children that grew up like me, it was tough. You know, I think there's an umbilical cord for a reason when you're born, right? That connectivity with your mother. And for me not to have that was tough because, you know, those nights where you're trying to wake up because you're feeling sick or something, I really didn't have that loving comfort to be given to me. But on the other side, I had a dad who was present and was a great influence for me. And so there were roller coasters. And then when my mom was present, it was this unbelievable light shine, but it came and went.
We talked about the moment you met LeBron at the airport in Akron.
Yes.
You were hustling, selling jerseys at that point, and in fact, you were wearing a Warren Moon throwback jersey from the Houston Oilers. Take us back to that pivotal moment where you write about all these times in your life where, you know, the road changed for you, brought you somewhere. It was a chance encounter with LeBron, and it's a great lesson, I think, to people. You took your shot with LeBron.
Yeah, you know what? At that time, there wasn't a shot to take, right? I was traveling. I was actually meeting a guy named Andy Hyman who had a store called Distant Replays in Atlanta. And through that travel, I just so happened to go to the airport. It's probably my 15th time going to Atlanta at this point. And this young man, amongst other young men, are at my gate. And they approached me about my jersey. I had no clue that it was going to be the LeBron James it is today.
He was still, we should point out, he was still in high school.
Yeah, he wasn't on the cover of Sports Illustrated yet. It wasn't there. And so, but I was also just being nice, you know, because I like to dress. My dad loved to dress. And I was just being, you know, I was giving them information. They asked me a question. I was taking the time out to say, hey, this is where you go. And if you need any help, drop my name and the guy will take care of you if I'm not there. And that encounter turned into a friendship, turned into a relationship, to a business relationship, but more importantly, it turned into a unbreakable bond that we have as brothers.
So, Rich, your dad dies when you're still a teenager.
19, yes.
And you go back to the street.
Yes.
You're dealing on the street.
Yes.
I mean, you're out there. How did the street not beat you?
You know, it's one thing to be young and black, and when you have an entrepreneurial spirit and you're young and black, there's not many options. There's not much opportunity there. There's not many people to lean on and say, hey, can you show me how to do a business plan? Can you give me a loan? You know, like we see a lot of successful people. If you look at how they started, their fathers gave them a loan or someone supported them. When you're young and black in America, it's tough, right? But also, I knew right from wrong. But when you're trying to survive, I was just trying to find the right within doing wrong.
You know, Rich, I don't endorse a lot of books, but I think this book is very important because you're so candid and because you didn't come from the elite and go over. You came from the rough and tumble, and you talk about it. But the 2 things I want you to address that I most respect about you is, one, you chose the business lane and stayed there. James Brown, the entertainer, was like a father to me. He used to tell me most blacks get in the show, I'm in show business. And secondly, you, LeBron, your clients support acts or movements that I've been involved with all my life. But you don't get out there and try to lead it. You stay in your lane, but you don't forget where you come from. Talk about the discipline of not getting seduced out of what you're about and at the same time being able to support people in what they're doing.
Yeah, I think, you know, anytime, anybody that's successful, truly successful, it comes with a focus, right? A game focus, earned focus. And for me, I was just trying to find a place. When LeBron first gave me an opportunity, I had no title, I had no position. I didn't let it discourage me. And we went from a 2-lane highway to a 3-lane highway, now a 6-lane highway, and I found my lane and I stayed there, right? And then within that lane, I developed my own off-ramp and other roads to different verticals and different, diversifying my portfolio. It's important to stay true to who you are, but also it's important to understand what's important. Just the other day, I'm leaving my beautiful office in Beverly Hills. I get a call. My 17-year-old cousin gets killed. Right? Now, he gets killed. He's 17. I buried his father in 2009. He was 20. Now, my mother's second youngest brother, beautiful guy, my Uncle Kevin, beautiful, beautiful guy. But he has to bury his grandson this weekend, and he buried his son, one of his sons prior to now. He's outlived his son and his grandson. So when you think about it, and I'm sitting here to go on this press run about my book, and this is what it's about. These kids don't get the opportunity to understand that there is clarity in life. And so I talk about that in my book as well, because that's extremely important.
I'm so sorry about your cousin. That's terrible news. And it's sort of why this book is important, why
Very
your story
important.
is important, because it's something to look to and say, oh, Rich did it. There's a way. We can do it. And here
And
you
they can
are.
see me and touch me and feel me. I go
Yes.
back to my community. When you watch the 60 Minutes special, I'm in my community. I'm not doing that from Los Angeles.
Right.
I'm in Cleveland.
I want to ask you quickly, I could talk to you for 5 hours about this book, but I want to ask you quickly about the way you've changed how athletes almost view themselves as being empowered. The numbers are huge, the contracts you have negotiated, but also players in the NBA or the NFL around sports saying, oh, no, wait, actually, I'm holding the cards here.
Yes.
And I can get what I want out of the situation rather than just being pawns between these teams moving around. How have you helped to instill that mentality into your clients?
Through education. You know, I think oftentimes you look at talent and they're looked at as just a transaction. I didn't lead with that. I lead with educating the person that happens to be a good basketball player, not a good basketball player first. And they also give me, the guys I represent, I'm only representing them because they allow me to. All of them. It's not just LeBron, it's several, right? And I appreciate that. They disrupt the industry just as much as I did, because there was a time where if you were a top talent, your representation didn't look like me. I want kids to understand I'm stepping out there in the forefront, I'm telling my story, I'm speaking up. Not for me, for us, for them to have a different example to understand you don't just have to be the talent. I was not the best player on my team. I learned to understand the ecosystem of sport, and here I am today.
It's an amazing story. We should point out LeBron James met you because you had a jersey on, but the reason he went into business with you is because you're so damn smart, and he saw that you were going to take him perhaps to where he is today. The memoir is titled Lucky Me, a memoir of changing the odds. Clutch Sports Group founder, CEO, Rich Paul. So great to meet you. Thanks for joining us this
Thank
morning.
you. Thanks for having me.